drug picture of belladonna and what are the clinical aspects and what are the guiding symptoms, what are the PQRS symptoms. So we will discuss about them today. So let's start. So as you can see here, we have provided a picture of various potentized medicines which are prepared from belladonna plant. So you can see here medicines in different potencies, that is belladonna 2CH, belladonna 200, belladonna 30. You can see belladonna mother tincture, and also there is a picture belladonna tablets, means biochemical also here. So these are the spectrum in homeopathy for treating patients. So next, here we have provided you a very beautiful mnemonic for remembering belladonna and for make you to learn it easily. We have made a very beautiful mnemonic for you people. So here, as you can see, belladonna. So B stands for burning and redness. E stands for exposure to draught of cold air. L stands for left-sided mainly. Next, L stands for loss of appetite. A stands for ailments from uncovering the head and after 3 p.m. D stands for dryness and delirium. O stands for orchitis. N stands for nausea and vomiting. N stands for night and aggravation. A stands for aversion from meat and milk. So this is a very beautiful mnemonic which we have made for you people to remember and learn this polycrest medicine, that is belladonna, for permanently. Now next, as you can see here, chemical which is present in belladonna plant, that is atropinin and belladonnin. We have already discussed about this chemical in part 1. Let's discuss it again. We will discuss about this. So as we all know that it's alkaloid of the belladonna plant, and in India the root and the leaves of this plant, Jimson bead seed plant, were burnt and smoked and inhaled to treat asthma patients. Okay, so this was all about atropinin, the chemical which is present in belladonna plant. Now next we will discuss about the PQRS symptoms, or you can say red line symptoms, or characteristic symptoms, or striking symptoms. Now what is PQRS stands for? It means peculiar, cure, rare and strange symptoms of particular remedy. So they are, let's discuss about them. First symptom: patient imagines that he sees ghosts, hideous faces and various insects, black animals, dogs, wolves, etc. Second, there is a fear of imaginary things, wants to run away from them, and there is hallucination, delirium. Next point, there is violent delirium, disposition to bite, spit, strike and tear things, and breaks into fits of laughter and gnashes the teeth, wants to bite and strike the attendants and tries to escape, like in case of Hellboris. Next PQRS symptom, there is great liability to take cold, means the patient is highly chilly, as we have already discussed in part 1, that is relation with heat and cold, chilly patient. Next symptom, quick sensations and motion. Next symptom, rush of blood to the head and face, means there is marked congestion here. There is congestive headache with red face, throbbing of the brain and carotids. Now next symptom, aggravation from touch, motion, noise, draft of air, looking at the bright shining objects after 3 p.m. night, summer sun lying down, and patient feels better means amelioration from rest, standing or sitting erect from warm room. So these are the various PQRS symptoms of belladonna patients. Now next we will discuss about the drug picture of belladonna. What are the guiding symptoms? So we will discuss about them one by one. So first we have mind of patient of belladonna. So belladonna is an excellent remedy for the delirium condition, which is brought on by cerebral congestion. The cardinal mental symptoms are as follows. There is great excitement and violence runs through the whole mental sphere of this wonderful remedy. And next, as you can see here, we have provided a picture that is trios of delirium tremens. So belladonna is one of the trios of delirious remedies. So these remedies are, one is belladonna, another two ones are hyoscyamus and stramonium. So these three remedies constitutes and make trios of delirium. So the patient is very delirious with constant cerebral congestion. There are many other remedies having delirium, but these three tops the list. The most characteristic feature of belladonna delirium is, compared to those other two of the trios, is the decided evidence of an upsurge of the blood to the brain. When the throbbing of the carotids, the heat, redness, and congestion of the face, conjunctiva, pass away, the delirium also subsides in proportion. The patient has furious rage and anger. He spit, bite, strike those around him. He picks up the bedclothes, tear them into pieces, throw them off. He breaks into fit of laughter and gnashes his teeth. So here we are presenting a absolute and violent insanity of belladonna. The patient imagines that he sees various things such as ghosts, monsters, hideous faces, various insects, black animals, dogs, wolves, and dangerous wild animals. There is a great fear of unusual and imaginary things. He wants to run away from them. There is a strange delusion, illusion, and also hallucination here, with loss of consciousness. He uses absurd language, anxiety with desire to flee, escape, and hide. In short, there is no remedy which has more persistent and violent delirium than in belladonna. So it is a top 1 grade medicine for violent delirium which you can use in violent persons, violent patients. Okay, so this was all about the mental symptoms of patient of belladonna. Now next we will discuss about headache of patient of belladonna. Now causation, how it occurs. So what is the cause behind? So there is exposure to cold, to heat of sun, from haircut, congestion, and suppression of the catarrhal flow. Now mode of onset, that is sudden and violent. What is the location? Always right side, supraciliary region and forehead. What is the sensation? There is a sensation as if brain were pushed through the forehead. Sensation of stabbing as by a knife from one temple to another. What is the character of pain? There is intense, periodical, nervous and congestive headache, accompanied by tensing pressure on the vertex and on the forehead. rush of the blood to the head with pulsation of cerebral arteries and throbbing in the brain, jerking headache as if a weight were in the occiput, pain in the head and the eyeballs, feels as if the eyes would be pushed out of the sockets of eye. So these are the various symptoms of head of patient of belladonna. Now next we will discuss about eye symptoms of patient of belladonna. So eyes are red, glistening and sparkling, wild and unsteady look, red face, hot and swollen. There is a congestion of the blood to the eyes with bright redness of the vessels, pupils contract and great photophobia, means the patient is sensitive to light. There is acute conjunctivitis with pressing pain as if the eyes were full of sand, and tearing pain as if the eye would be torn from the socket. Pupils dilated and insensible. There is hyperesthesia of the retina. So this was all about the eye symptoms of patient of belladonna. Now next we will discuss about the face symptoms of patient of belladonna. So face very red and congested. There is great redness of the face, or you can say there is heat in the head and throbbing in the carotids. Face is swollen, bright red and erysipelatous. There is spasmodic distortion of the mouth. There is thick, swollen upper lip and gums are swollen. Nose becomes suddenly red at the point with burning. So these are the face symptoms of patient of belladonna. Now next we will discuss about the mouth symptoms of patient of belladonna. First of all, tongue. Tongue partially paralyzed, right-sided more affected, deep red, and there is trembling. There is excessive dryness of the mouth. There is dysphagia, constriction, and constant inclination to swallow, which is very painful. There is sore throat and pharynx is deep red, soft palate and tonsils swollen. Swallowing of anything become very painful, particularly of the fluids like water, any type of juice. Speech is thick, feel as if there was a lump in the throat, which induces hawking. Throat swollen outside and which is very sensitive to touch. Parotid glands are hard, red and swollen. Tonsillitis, tonsils bright red and swollen with great dryness of the mouth. Complete arrest of the secretions. There are the spasms of throat and person is unable to swallow anything. There is inflammation of the buccal cavity, mucous membrane, dry, red and swollen. Tongue is hot, red, dry, fiery, cracked and red on the edges. Toothache of throbbing, tearing, drowning nature. Worse at night, from cold air, from mental exertion or any contact. So this was all about the mouth symptoms of patient of belladonna. Now next we will discuss about the abdomen symptoms of patient of belladonna. So let's start. So there is a colic in hypogastric region, as if from clutching and gripping with the nails, means pressing and fullness of the stomach will be there. There is tenderness of the abdomen which is aggravated by least jar of and even of the bed or chair upon which she lies or sit. Pressing spasmodic cramps like pain in the epigastrium. These are the abdomen symptoms of patient of belladonna. Now next we will discuss about stool of patient of belladonna. So the child turns very red in the face before and during each stool. Stool is watery and expelled with great force. There is involuntary discharge of the stool from paralysis of the sphincter ani, which is a marked symptom. There is frequent tenesmus without stool of thin yellow water. Piles with a feeling as if back would break. Piles are so sensitive to slightest motion, touch, that the patient has to lie down with the nates separated. There is prolactalgia with severe spasms of sphincter ani. In large doses, Dr. Still says belladonna is a remedy per excellence for constipation problems. This was all about the stool symptoms of patient of belladonna. Now next but not the least, lastly, we will discuss about the urinary organs, means the urinary symptoms of patient of belladonna. So they are, let's discuss about them. There is involuntary micturition, wets the bed at night, restless, starts in sleep. There is a spasm of urethra and incontinence of urine. Atropia blunts the sensitivity and allays the spasm of the neck of the bladder. A large dose of the atropia drop by drop. So this was all about the guiding symptoms of belladonna, PQRS symptoms, and we have also provided a very beautiful mnemonic for you to remember this very wonderful medicine, which is a polycrest remedy. And in the next video we will continue this medicine with another features. So still then, stay connected. Don't forget to comment below. And thanks for watching our video.